Hi everybody, welcome back to another stream. Hope you've all had a good weekend. Hope you're all doing alright. Hi Jack. So plan today, really simple one. We're just going to go back and play some PSOBB. Been a few weeks since we played it, so figured about time came back again. So if anything looks weird on the stream, please let me know, just because I don't know what my OBS is doing recently. For some reason, ever since I streamed that episode 3 stream, all of my scenes in OBS seem to have resized, and I have to adjust them before every single stream. I have no idea why that is. So if you've never played with us before, we play on the Ephinea server, and we play on the European ship Lim Race. And we play on block 2, and it's lobby 21 that we play on. Hi Pika. Yeah, so obviously no event on Ephinea now, so we are just kind of waiting for the Halloween event, I think, at the moment. Having a really early dinner, then you log on. Yeah, no worries, dude. Yeah, Drac, you seem to have fallen into the Warframe rabbit hole, from what I've seen on Discord. And Minsk has fallen back into episode 3. Yeah, we'll be on for about the next 3 hours or so anyway, so if you want to drop by, feel free. Yeah, if you do want to join us for any games, like I said, Lim Race, Block 2, Lobby 21, and the password to the games is always stream. Been pretty fun. I'm glad you're enjoying it. Like I said, for me, from what I played, I could see why people do like the game, but it just didn't really stick with me. But I'm glad you're getting into it though. It seems like you are really enjoying it. 1 to 2 hours power nap might come back then. We'll join. Yeah, no worries, Vector. I know you're busy with the baby and everything, so yeah, no worries. Recent update is very early content, can get the new frames easy. Oh, that's good to know. Twitch did that thing again when it just doesn't start the stream. You see, I've got my stream manager up here, and that's really weird. I think it must be a thing to do with restream. I am considering just stopping streaming on one of the, I'm considering stopping streaming on YouTube and just streaming on Twitch, because the amount of problems I've had with restream is ridiculous. I've had a load of problems with it where it just doesn't end streams as well. It'll say the stream's ended, but I'll go back on an hour later on my dashboard and it'll still say I'm live. It's probably not a normal use case. I mean, that is the point of using Restream. Oh, hi, Bigger. Yeah, it's just, I don't know, it's some weird issues I've had with it. And there's just a few other things that have bugged me with it as well recently. For example, on the restream chat, it doesn't show any emotes. It doesn't show whenever anyone subscribes or anything. So it's kind of useless. It's good for reading chat, but I still have to have the Twitch chat and everything up anyway. So it kind of feels a bit pointless. So yeah, I'll have to think about it because it is kind of frustrating to deal with as a streamer. Is there a better option? I mean, the easy option would just be pick one of the platforms. For streaming convenience, I think Twitch is a lot easier to stream on. Obviously, I wouldn't stop doing the YouTube content if that was the case. I would still do all the YouTube videos, and I would probably put the Twitch VODs on YouTube as well. But yeah, it's something you never think about, really. Don't think it's a you issue. I think because you were sat on the live chat screen 30 minutes before the stream started. I mean, it should technically update as soon as the stream starts, really. Like I say, Kilniath, it's been weird for me as well with ending streams. You know, telling me that my stream hasn't ended. I'll come back to my dashboard a couple of hours later and it says I've been streaming for about 5 hours. But then as soon as I adjust something in Restream, it'll reset and say that I streamed the normal stream time. So yeah, it's really, really buggy. It's good for what it is. Yeah, it's just a little bit irritating to deal with. It doesn't seem to be just Twitch or YouTube. It seems to be a different one every week that does it. So I think it must be something to do with Restream. So on the matters of PSO, what is the RBR for this week? Is it any good at all? I think we're in drop all rate week, I believe. So mop up 4, which I think is ruins. West Tower and new mop up 1. Yeah, that is pretty bad. I mean, mop up 4, I don't think that's good for really anything. Maybe for like Dominions, maybe. Be a shame to see YouTube streams go though. Usually watching Chromecast and Twitch won't re-encode streams for that unless you're a big channel. Okay. I mean, yeah, if you've got any concerns like that, please let me know. You know, I am willing to take sort of you guys' advice on it as well. You know, obviously the reason I do the streams is for people to watch them, so there's not many socks either. Yeah, I think there's only a couple. I think I looked up some of the requirements for that earlier on and it looked a bit pointless. West Tower really isn't worth doing. Yeah, it has a few gig use in it, but there's far better ways to hunt those. And I don't know about the Creator Quest. I think you should still dual stream, but perhaps Restream isn't the solution. I mean, there are other options. The good thing about Restream is that you can do a lot with it for free, which is good. Quite a lot of them will have restrictions on, you know, the quality and everything that you can use. But with Restream, if you route it through OBS, you can stream at, you know, 1080p, no problem, which is really nice. Yeah, it's just these few little bugs have been a little bit irritating to deal with. But yeah, thanks for letting me know that, Richard, though. Yeah, I'll bear that in mind. Hi, Liam. So I guess you'll probably play some PSO, I guess. So, I mean, I am down to do more or less anything. Pika, is that your highest character at the moment, or? It's your highest one, fair enough. I should say, just while we're getting started, a video for PSO just went live a bit earlier today, so it's the next lore video. I think there's maybe going to be one more, possibly after that, to cover the end of episode 4. And then after that, I'll do probably a longer video where I do like a recap of the episode 3 story, because I'm not playing through all of episode 3. Just came to say hi. Oh, no worries. So, I am aware that they apparently have added the filters for the Heaven Punisher. Now, I don't have a Heaven Punisher or a Mil Marteau, but it is something else we can hunt. And a few of those items I think do drop in lower difficulties as well, potentially. So that's another thing we can look for as well. I know we still need 2 of them. No, hi, Parkins. What does Mist need? Not much, I don't think. I guess he needs Syncestors, maybe. Well, he's got a Lavish Blade. I suppose technically you could make it into a double cannon if you wanted to. Probably isn't a great deal of needs though. I meant for the filter. I mean, I think he's already found the Select Cloak, so that's 1 down already. He's probably got the Caduceus already. Honestly, the requirements to actually get the filters are not really that hard. The guy who did the ARPG tracker replied to my comment when I bought him a coffee. Oh, that's nice. Is there anything you're after at the minute, Parkins? I think the actual filter itself is probably the hardest one to go for, yeah. Just happy to do a run or 2. Oh, cool. I think Oran is best for filter. I honestly haven't looked at the drop for it, actually. Let's have a quick look, actually, and see what it drops on. Because I am actually curious myself. Don't worry about the music. It's just because I've switched tabs. It cuts the music briefly. I just want to quickly see what these drops are. So we get it from Red Rhea, Dub Chicks in Spaceship at about 1 in 3,900. Yellow Bow, Zaybooters at 1 in 3,300. Oran Cave Panarms at 1 in 1,820. And that's it. Yeah, that is not many very nice drops. Oh, logging on Mist. Oh, cool. Do you use an NVIDIA GPU, Sky? No, I use a AMD. I have a RX 7900 XTX. Oh, I see how it is. Closest drop charts. Well, in that instance, I had to look myself to see what it was. Use a 3070 Ti. We have... Looks like we've got 3 at the minute. I think Pigger said they just logged on to say hi. So yeah, if you want to jump on Mist, then we've got 4. Just linked to NVIDIA Shadow Play to YouTube and Twitch accounts. Was going to see if it's possible to dual stream with that. I've tried Shadow Play a long time ago. I thought, honestly, it was fairly decent for capturing footage, honestly. It was better than I thought it would be. Yeah, I'm not sure when the Halloween event's going to start. I mean, I would assume... It's whether they run it sort of after, just from Halloween onwards, or whether they run it in the lead up to Halloween. I would assume they probably do the lead up to Halloween. Any idea you want me to log on? Whatever you feel like. RIP for Panam's Farm. I know. Be nice to have those quests back again. Is there anything that PSO 2 has added to the game that you would consider a downgrade? Do you mean a downgrade from PSO? We've got to farm those cookies when the event hits. We do. That's when the farming starts again. From the OG PSO. It's a difficult question, that, because I feel that PSO 2 is such a different game. I don't even feel like it's remotely similar, honestly. Obviously, PSO 2 does a lot of cool stuff with, you know, fort and art and everything, and it's a very ambitious game. I would maybe say one thing I like about PSO, it's going to sound really weird this, but one of the things I like about PSO is the fact that I can just go and fight a boss if I want to, where with PSO 2, quite a lot of the bosses were, you know, emergency quests only. I didn't really like how they do it in PSO 2 and just with the urgent quests, where you can fight this boss but only once every few hours when we decide the quest is active. I like on PSO that you can just go and hunt something when you want to. So I guess that's maybe one downgrade, I would say. Yeah, I mean, episode 6, they did add a load of trigger things so you could do them a bit easily. So they did try to rectify it at least. Also, Sky, random question. Have your lights been flickering? Mine keep doing it. Didn't know if it was a northeast thing. I haven't noticed anything today. So, since Mist will need like 2 photon filters, should we try and find a photon filter maybe? I guess it's something we can start with. But yeah, Final Fantasy 420, I think it's really, really hard to sort of directly compare PSO and PSO 2 just because they are such different games. I think a lot of that is just because they're so far apart in time frame. You know, things moved on a lot between PSO and PSO 2. But yeah, there are some things I do think PSO maybe did better at the time. You can bring yellow. You can be banana love, but no buffs. I mean, if you want, I can get my phone UL if you want force buffs. Need twice as tough war as me. Oh, thanks to the bits killing the F. I wouldn't say I've been slacking. I don't expect you to donate bits. You need 6 Caduceus. There is a simplicity to PSO that makes it great. Yeah, I think that's one reason I like it so much. I mean, a lot of it is nostalgia, admittedly, but yeah, it is a very simple game, but also quite complex in some areas. Yeah, what I'll do then is, Drac, if you want to play your yellow bows, I can switch over to my force. You had no idea purple ring existed. There are many different color rings. Most of them are like quest rewards. Alright, well, Draka's apparently switched, so I guess that's a sign that he does want me to. Right, I will go and get my phone UL then. Yeah, thanks for the reminder, actually, Vector. I think I probably need to buy Diablo 4 before that sale ends. I had a look, it is a lot cheaper on Steam at the minute. So I think on Wednesday, I think we are probably going to do like a first look at Diablo 4, which I'm actually quite interested because I've heard mixed things about it. So be interested to see what I think of it. I did a Hell Tide earlier. It was beautiful. I do love how in the team now we have Banana Head and Banana Loaf. One thing I loved on D3 endgame was when a bajillion enemies spawn and the screen is filled with all kinds of mess. Thankfully, it's still present in Hell Tide on D4. Yeah, I actually had a really good time with Diablo 2 Resurrected, honestly. I think because it was essentially just Diablo 2. And I love Diablo 2, so it was very easy to get back into it. Yeah, the iron rate is better, but yeah, it's Panarms and Curve. I don't really feel like there is a good quest. Yeah, drop all rate is probably good for Zerbooters because I think they have quite a low DAR normally. Yeah, Kilniath, yeah. I saw that the one on Battle.net had ended, but it is still on sale on Steam, and it looks like you still load it through Battle.net anywhere, so what I will do is, as soon as the stream ends, I will buy it. Addicting Food, maybe. Addicting Food, honestly, is a really decent quest, but particularly if you can't play online, Addicting Food is a really, really good quest for hunting more or less anything in caves. Hi, Vomzel. Hi, Deployably, alright. Saw you streaming some more Lord of the Rings, I think was it yesterday, I think it was. I dropped in for a little bit just to watch. Couldn't really chat, but yeah, tuned in for a bit. You're eating steak and sweet potato chips. That sounds really good, actually. Were you there for the naked poop throwing chat? No, I must have missed that part. Hi, Tycoon. I missed the best part of the playable stream. Apparently, yeah. I'm missing a few streams because of work. Hopefully I can get a big chunk this out in a bit and join in. A few things to do here and there. Yeah, no worries, dude. You know, if we have more than 4 people, then I'll just try and rotate around so we can get everyone in. Yeah, good to see you. I guess I'll be the resident hunter. I mean, to be honest, you're probably doing more damage than most of my... Well, you're probably doing more damage than my hunter, easily. What shield am I using? This one is... It's just a merge. So this one is a Refoy merge. I basically only use merges on Well, apart from... I'll use 3 seals for Rosunda, because that gives a Rosunda boost. Oh, there's a luck material somewhere. Where is it? Right, now we're trying to find this luck material. Are you really gonna be one of these up here? Please. Where is this luck material? Not there, apparently. Thank you for the bit, Kilniath. You almost ran out of Mazetta because of your Huka seal. Oh, is that because of the charged disco? Thank you again for the bit. Yeah, the weird thing is I did set it to have a minimum bit account, but for some reason it has reset. Ah, there we are. There it is. Yeah, I think I did set it to like a 10-bit minimum, but for some reason it seems to have changed back. It's more likely that it's me just not knowing what I'm doing with Twitch, to be fair. The good thing is, at least it's not the rare drop noise. I can have the change, thank you very much. Fixed the accuracy problems. Got some well-needed upgrades a while back. Hucast is brutal. Hucast is a monster. Once you get the ability to hit things, yeah. Nothing really comes close to them. Thank you for the gifted sub kill, Nef. Is that just to trigger the rare drop noise? I appreciate it, dude. You literally filled the maximum chat limit with bits, but it wouldn't let me press send. Yeah, that's the other good thing about 3 Seals. Vomzol, the resists on it are really, really good. I believe it has 33 to everything. Or at least fire, ice, and lightning anywhere. Oh, a free tri-fluid. We take those. Yeah, regarding the streams, I will have a think about it. Did I unseal limiter yet? Nope. To be fair though, I actually haven't played PSO much since the event. I know, shock horror, I know. But I legitimately have not played this game much in the last few weeks. Oh, hi, Zil. You played once in the last 2 weeks. It's that event, man. The event just burned us all out. I think I have logged on a few times, and I'll maybe do like one SGS run and then think, nah, I'm done. I think by the time the Halloween event starts, then I'll probably have a reason to log on again, but yeah, it's definitely a bit of a downtime on PSO at the minute. Wish Mouse is no bad thing because let me play other games, so... So I'm playing more episode 3, but still no SGS card. No, I haven't found the SGS card yet. There is a lot more chance of me finding that than there is finding an SGS on this, though. I know on my GameCube save I do definitely have an SGS. In episode 3. Xmas event will be here soon. It will. We've got the Halloween event soon as well. All for playing more Ep 3. Honestly, I had a really good time with the Ep 3 stream. Apart from getting a content ID match, which sucked. So just on that, I suppose I should mention this. If we play PSOBB in future, all I would say is, can people not use the either Less Strange Fruits disc? Because for some reason it gets content ID match for a song from PSO 2. Which is really annoying. You know, even though it is originally from episode 3, which is the game I was playing. It's fun to stay at the DMC. I did appeal it and I said this is not the song from PSO 2, this is the song from PSO episode 3, which is the game I was playing. And they just rejected the appeal and said no. turned off the BGM. I mean, that is the other way of going about it. The only downside is obviously the music in Phantasy Site is really good, and it's kind of a shame to turn it off. But sue them, I'll represent for free, 0 Lego costs. Yeah, lone streamer with chat member goes up against one of the biggest publishing companies in Japan. What could possibly go wrong? Could build a PSO playlist for the stream. Yeah, I mean, that is another option, I guess. I'm kind of curious to see if I get one by playing this. With the PSO videos, I never get them, but I think the reason for that is because the videos are obviously generally made up of a lot of cut up pieces of footage, so there generally isn't much background music before it cuts to a new segment. It was weird though, because it was just that one song on the stream that was content ID'd. And the only reason I can think of is because it was reused in like it was almost like a remix that they used in PSO2. It's part of the Profound Darkness music on PSO2, so and that's what it got content ID'd under. British lads can fist fight. You might be able to, I certainly can't. Maybe it's because they just released the PSO2 Ep6 music. I'm not sure because, I mean, the Profound Darkness theme from PSO2, the one that I mentioned, it's the one from whenever Profound Darkness was added originally. What was that about? Is it episode 4, episode 5? I can't remember. Somewhere around there. It's weird because I've used the OST tracks in loads of videos. Never got in trouble. Some tracks are odd. Yeah, it's really weird. I mean, it is the same tune. They basically just used the Adler Strange Fruits song as part of Profound Darkness' theme. It was just, yeah, it seemed a bit, honestly, a bit unfair that they could content ID it when PSO Episode 3 predates the version from PSO 2. But I guess technically, I mean, I suppose if you want to play it by the letter, I guess every single song in a game is technically a copyright of the game publisher. Might be talking about here, but when recording and streaming, couldn't you separate game audio onto a separate track, and then if you got DMCA'd, you can re-upload and mute that section of the track so your voice remains? So I know for Twitch you definitely can switch it to, you can basically send certain audio to what's called a VOD channel, so that when your VOD goes up, only the audio that was in the VOD channel will be saved. So you can essentially have the music not go to the VOD channel, which is really good. I don't think there is a facility for that on YouTube. Again, I could be wrong, but as far as my understanding is, I think you can only do it for Twitch. Oh, we got a Tanegashima. All the big res. Kill Twitch has that, as meaning more at the hardware software level before it hits them. That I don't know. I'm not tech savvy enough to know, honestly. Oh, full on drop. We take those. Wrong trigger. Yeah, apparently so. You ready to whip out all the big rares in episode 3? I've got a few decent cards recently, but I've been trying to get a load of action cards, and it will not give me any decent ones. Even when I'm picking the pack 4 action cards, I keep getting monsters and items instead. I keep getting a lot of repeats as well. I literally have I think I've got about 4 Hello Rappy Plus, which are SS ranks, and I've got 4 of them. Yeah, it's the first time I've had a content ID on anything I've done on YouTube or anything, so thankfully it wasn't a copyright strike or anything. It was just a content ID match. It did say that if I wanted to monetize it with that music in place, I could. I would just have to split the monetization equally between me and the company that was claiming. So I just cut it out from the VOD instead. Leaving the heart of the cards. Yeah, I mean, you see that kill now, but realistically, I mean, how much revenue are they going to make from my VOD? Realistically, next to nothing. Don't get me wrong, I'm all for, you know, giving rights and everything where it applies. I mean, like, for example, the music I use at the start of the stream, it's a service that I pay for to be able to use the rights to those songs. But I think sometimes these companies can just be really opportunistic. I like how Drax is getting power leveled. It's not even experience week, but he's getting power leveled anyway. Speaking of experience week, I was meant to use experience week to level my 4 mile to ultimate, and I just didn't log on PSO. Kind of got distracted with Diablo 2 Resurrected. Oh, Megan actually killed something. Sometimes people use DMCA to scam too. Yeah, sometimes people do lodge false complaints. This, unfortunately, was not a false complaint. I checked into it, and it was one of the biggest publishing companies in Japan, so I thought, yeah, let's not fight this. Let's see how Castor and Pollock's cup, and I set up my 1,000 dies restrict. I think I set some like Yu-Gi-Oh references. I think when we played episode 3, I'm sure I set my like stream go live notification to in episode 3, and Yu-Gi-Oh meme. I think I said something like I summon my Hilda-Bear in attack position or something like that. Honestly, loving the Diablo binge I'm in right now. Loving the variety streams. Oh, it's good to hear. Fluid. That's perfect timing as well, because I've just run out of TP. It's the Zay booters, so it's the purple booters. Now, it's good to hear the people liking the variety streams, though. I know they're not going to be for everyone. And I do appreciate, you know, if you are here just for Phantasy Star stuff, that is totally fine. I will always still stream Phantasy Star stuff. But I am glad that people seem to be enjoying the non-Phantasy Star stuff as well. I mentioned it before as well, but once one of the long-term series is done on YouTube, I'm probably going to start uploading some of the content for non-Phantasy Star as well. At the moment, it's kind of hard because I've got 2 long-term series running. Obviously, I've got the PSP2 playthrough and the Law playthrough going on at the same time. Once one of those is finished, then I'll probably try and work in some Monster Hunter content and some other stuff. So I'll play Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel 2 if someone's up for that. The only issue I've got with something like Master Duel is, yes, I have played Yu-Gi-Oh! I think I stopped playing Yu-Gi-Oh! When... I can't remember when it was now. It was very, very early. I want to say... I know when I collected, I know I definitely had a Chaos deck with Black Luster Soldier Envoy at the beginning. So I know I was playing then. I probably stopped shortly after that. That's why we all play with old school sets. Monster Lore can be fun. That's actually a pretty cool idea, honestly. Stop playing when they banned Dark Necrophilia. To be fair, yeah, they banned Black Luster Soldier Envoy at the beginning for a while as well. I believe it was around the same time that there was the Chaos Emperor Dragon and Yatagara Seal Lock. I'm disappointed there's no Fowler. Old days in high school when you had the group of kids playing Magic the Gathering in the Industrial Arts Lab. I have also played Magic the Gathering as well. I'm not very good at it, but I do have a Magic the Gathering deck. Don't have it, I'm but a humble melee raycast. All you can use is a charge arms and a frozen shooter. Yeah, which is probably quite awkward in episode 4 when the quest is full of lizards. Was your older brother's thing? Yeah, I always think of Magic as a card game that people gravitated to. I found that quite often people would gravitate towards Magic after playing something like Yu-Gi-Oh! Watching a channel that usually does board games play Magic, they're playing 3-on-1 game against a pro and he's mauling them. This Parkin's really unsealing a lane with a Raker Seal. I mean, it's thematic. I mean, it fits. You know, I've got a silver look going. Yeah, that's a good point, Minsky. Yeah, we do have our Hugh Marl as well, don't we? Yeah. In a few years, it'll get on sale. That's basically how my limiters are at the minute. Well, let's have a laugh. What's the kill count on? So first limit is on 3,000 kills. And the second one is on 7,000 kills. So we're nowhere near. At some point, I should just grind and get those unsealed. But as I've said, I just haven't played a lot of PSO recently. A couple of forest runs should solve that. Yeah, Cease Forest. Are we still ceasing Forest now the event's ended? grind is boring, take it from me, did it on SGS. I mean, I've unsealed one lame, and that was bad enough. Yeah, we've got our, you know, our twice weekly bot appearance. They'll learn one day. Now, speaking of our Humal, managed to pull Minsk away from episode 3. What bot exactly? I mean, to be fair, bot, I've got like 15 people on Twitch and a few on YouTube watching a 20-year-old game. I think I'm fine. The nerve to bot here, yeah, apparently. So yeah, as I said, I think the lore videos have probably got, it's probably one more, I think, to cover the end of episode 4. Then the episode 3 will just be like a recap video. After that, I think the other long-term series is the PSP 2 one. That, I honestly can't remember how much is left of the main story. I think we're getting quite close to the end of base game PSP 2. So once one of those ends, we will start to focus on a little bit more variety content. You're on YouTube and Twitch, the best of both chats, exactly. So what did you say? We've got enough bots here. We do have quite a lot of bots, to be fair. Oh, Twitch have already so do you get like a response from Twitch then saying they've been banned? We got 5 bots here. Or is it like 2 free to raycast and 1 for the rake sale? I thought so. Oh, you get an email back saying they've actioned it. Oh, cool. Thank you, Twitch. I know it won't solve anything because it'll happen every time I stream, but it's not a big deal. I mean, the links get banned anyway, so... You get a report saying that an offensive has occurred and enforcement action will be taken. Oh, cool. This lobby is so dark. You're too used to episode 3. Yeah, I'd imagine it's probably like an automated one. You know, especially if it is a mass spam bot. The weird thing is they don't really seem to spam. They just seem to drop one message and then that's it. Because I think that there was one here, it was on one of the streams that LJP couldn't make it to, and because I couldn't action it at the time, I thought I'd keep an eye on it and see how much it posted, and I think it just did the one message, and that was it. It was not a very effective bot then if you're only doing one message. It's probably powered by ChatGPT. So next run, so we've done one run for the filter. Have you noticed how me and the bots are never in the same chat? So you're saying that all along it's been all your alt accounts. You're just generally trying to be nice, just trying to boost my chat a bit. Up for anything, cool. Should we do... What about Point and Disaster? I don't think there's many Zaybooters in it, but maybe we can get Condry or something. It's kind of just like run what you feel like at the moment because there isn't really an incentive to run anything in particular. You bring format. Yeah, no worries. You've employed the whole player base of Clementine to help me and one other. Yeah, hopefully once the variety videos start as well, it should help to vary up things on the channel a bit, because I am aware that sometimes it does get a little bit samey with, you know, playing the same games a lot. So hopefully it's been well enough received with mixing things up a little bit. When does the Halloween event start up? I don't think they've said yet. I love the sunglasses add-on for the emotes. Also, actually, yeah, emotes are starting to show in the restream chat. I think that's the first time they've ever shown. I wonder if they've updated it recently. Maybe max attack for V101 and Galatine. I mean, sounds good. I mean, we always need V101s, even though they don't exist. Also, as LJP has posted there in the Twitch chat, I have added a new emote to the Twitch chat, which is the Skyly Angry. It's already on YouTube, as far as I'm aware, but Twitch has like a different amount of emotes that you can use at any one time. So I've just added that today. Time to get a 50-hit Galatine. Yukaseals had no luck getting V101. Yeah, V101 just feels impossible to get. Feels way harder than any of the Uberaz. I mean, if you're struggling to get V101, you know, considering you found 2 Psycho ones and 2 Heaven Punishers, that's saying something. To be fair, you won around 3 or 4. Fair enough. Yeah, Swag Money, I don't think they've said when the event's starting yet. Also, as LJP has just posted there, we do have a Discord, so feel free to join us over there if you're watching. We do play games off stream as well, and it's not just Phantasy Star. We do play things like Monster Hunter and Diablo as well. You enjoy watching Oculin's podcast? Yeah, that was really cool to see, actually. So, as Deployables just said on Twitch, me, Deployable, and another YouTuber called Oculin did a podcast. It was actually recorded quite a few months ago. But we basically did a podcast. It was about a 2-hour podcast where we just talk about why we still play PSO in 2024. It was actually really fun to sort of bounce ideas off each other and listen to, you know, everyone's different sort of opinions on the matter. And hopefully you guys find it interesting. It's just on Oculin's channel. If someone wants to link it in chat, on the mods or something, feel free. I can't remember the link for it offhand. I think I did post it on the Discord. Also, plus one of the guy, he's a Xenoblade fan. So yeah, so we can do, what was it, maximum attack, is it 40? Yeah, maximum attack 40 on Greeno. We can do that. When's the Halloween event? I'm not sure, Nago. I would assume they maybe do it just before Halloween. Yeah, I'm glad you guys have enjoyed it if you've seen it anywhere. Is kind of interesting to get a different person's sort of viewpoint on PSO as well, because I'd never really spoken to Oculin beforehand, so it was like more or less a brand new thing. We'd spoken a little bit before we did the recording, but really not much. Scarlet quests have received some changes, but there are some bugs. Made a game article. Yeah, so anyone feel free to join. Like I say, if we've got more than 4, just try and rotate around if we can. No, hopefully the bugs aren't too bad. I don't even know why I looked to see if that was the right game. Of course it's the right game. It's an episode 3 reference. A lot of the population fell off after the last event. I think that normally happens on a Sinago, so you'll tend to find that during the anniversary event, the population will boom. And then as soon as the event ends, people will start quitting, or will come back later on. A lot of it is probably down to burnout, honestly. It's the same for me. I mean, I've played PSO a lot less since the event. Is there event weapons to get? I'm honestly not sure. I know that the Halloween quest, I think you can get cookies to run special cookie quests, which have really nice boosts. Best deployables on. Today's your first real login since the event. Yeah, that's what I mean. Crazy thing as well is you're level 199. Like, I would have thought that you would be more inclined to log in just to get to 200. Or I guess it is a lot slower now. Yeah, not many people have been on at all since the event, honestly. But it's the nature of the event, you know. I think when the rates are so good and so much stuff's dropping, you feel like there's a lot less incentive to play once the event ends. Did you do a stream on Ephinea right after the event? I have done one since the event ended, I think. I've been on a couple of times, but yeah, not much. Wasn't like 199 to 200 the same as 1 to 199. Not far off. It's something like, I think 1 to 183 is the same as 183 to 200. So yeah, it's very, very late game stacked. Post-event clarity stream. I mean, you're not wrong. Oh, Astron Belt is such a cool looking weapon. F3 is the closest you've been to PSO in months. Honestly, yeah, I really enjoyed the Ep3 stream, and it's been quite cool getting back into it again. I've done a little bit of the story off stream, but it is a little bit of a struggle because you start off with such bad cards that, yeah, it can be a bit limiting what you can do sometimes. I am using what's called the Episode 3 Plus patch, though, which does make things a lot more bearable, because it means that even if you lose, you get 10 cards after the match instead of 2. So just help you to build up your cards a bit quicker. Which honestly was one of the main issues with Ep3. Just getting a cohesive deck. Oh my god, really? Hawkins just immediately got a V101. Was that on the first zoo? Yeah, literally the first zoo of the quest drops a V101. Yeah, that's insane. Bear in mind that it's not really a rare drop week either as well. It is drop anything rate weeks, so things are more likely to drop an item, which does affect the rare drop rate a little bit. Yeah, congrats on that, Porkins. That is super, super useful. I kind of hate how necessary V101 is for how rare it is. Sounds like the event drop rates are still on, boys. Apparently, yeah. He's got a snake spire as well. Admittedly, that's not as impressive as a V101, but you know. Honestly, I feel like Portland has been pretty lucky in PSO. I know, obviously, towards the event, you got the SGS as well. Which is good to see. It's good to see other people getting decent drops. Especially still getting them outside the event as well, because, you know, it reminds you that the rares do actually exist. What web do you recommend for Remal for the lizards aside from Excal? Was thinking Hunter Soul Banish. Oh, Dracta's got a Sacred Duster. Really, really good one, Nago, is the Tyrell's Parasol. So although it's only 9-star, it gives you boost to a lot of your support techniques, and it also has, I believe, as a charge special. So I would say Tyrell's is a really, really good option. Excal is obviously really, really good if you've got 2 or 3 lizards close together. If it's a single one, you've also got options like Galatine as well, as Minsk will probably attest to. But that is only a single target weapon, so quite often the lizards will spawn in big groups. So I'd probably recommend going for something like Tyrell's Parasol. Ow. Yeah, your Galatine is 40 hit. That is ridiculous. As much as I really want to use my Psycho Wand, it's just so useful just having the double gel and Zalo range. And in multiplayer, by the time I do Jelen and Zalu, I think most things are dying anyway. Only really play solo, so hunting lame is on like a tower quest. Until you get some demons mechs, towers can suck a fat one. Yeah, I mean, I know during the event, one of the main drops that people were using for lane was the Skylight drop. Because Skylight now gets it from, I believe it's from a Goran detonator in Desert. But I don't know if that's still a good drop now the event's ended. I'm not sure. Depends if there's any good quests for them. Yeah, I kind of understand why you wouldn't want to do tower if you mainly play solo. If you ever do want to play multiplayer though, Nago, like I say, feel free to drop by the European ship on Block 2, Lobby 21. We do play on there when we play PSO, so if you're ever around, feel free to drop in. Assuming you're on Ephinea anywhere. You know, other private servers are available. Other thanks. New to the server and stumbled on the stream when I was searching PSO strats to get better. Oh, cool. Yeah, I mean, if you look at my channel, I have loads and loads of PSO videos. So if there's anything in particular that you need help with, I might have a video on it already. I'm planning to do more PSO videos as well, so... Love the lore series, mate. Keep them coming. Have them on in the background when running through quests. Oh, cool. Oh, thanks for that. Yeah, honestly, the lore videos seem to be getting really well received. A lot of people seem to really enjoy them. I'm kind of sad that they're coming to an end, honestly. I know I can do episode 3 after 4, but the PSO, at least they are coming to an end soon. Unless Sega decide to drop another PSO. PSO episode 3 too. I mean, they did put a card game in NGS, but it's nothing like episode 3, unfortunately. So it is still a fun card game, Line Strike, but it's not episode 3. Also, though, on the subject of episode 3, though, for NGS, they do seem to have been acknowledging F3 a bit more recently. So obviously we've got the Line Strike card game, which has episode 3 music. And one of the recent updates, so the update to the Ordinal Tower quest, that uses the music from Tower of Calum. Time to make our own law. So it does have a weird robotic voice in it, Minsk, it just doesn't say that. Game badly needs a remaster. Yeah, I think people have very sort of mixed opinions on whether they want a remaster. I seem to say it's pretty much every stream because I think someone always mentions it, but it's one of those things where if it was done well, I'd be interested, but given how remasters have been done, it's always really hit or miss how they'll be handled. Perfect example of that is there is another game I do play, I have a great affection for, which is Front Mission 3, and that is getting a remake soon, and they recently released footage of the remake and it looks terrible. So I'm slightly disappointed about that. Phantasy Star 02 for the next Switch. Just like NGS is a good game, though it's just not PSO. Yeah, I'd agree with that. I know that it is quite often sort of the cool in thing to dunk on NGS, but I do mean this, and this isn't just because I'm an NGS creator. I genuinely do think that NGS is a decent game. I don't think it's a fantastic game. I think it's serviceable. I think it's you know, it's reasonably good. I just don't feel like it feels like a Phantasy Star game at all. One day I will remember about that spawn. A day's not today. Phantasy Star 02, so PS02. PSO 2 and episode 3 is similar then. I'm not sure, because even though PSO episode 3 is such a different game in terms of the kind of game it is, it still feels like PSO, I guess because of the background and the characters and everything, it still feels like PSO, just a different extension of it. Whereas NGS, I don't know, there's not really much in NGS that really ties it to a Phantasy Star game for me. Yes, I know they're using, you know, series staples like Dark Faults, but it just doesn't feel like a PSO game to me. But I still do enjoy it. I will still continuously maintain that I do think Sega need to put more effort in with the game, and I think it does need more. You know, I will not defend it for everything. But I will say that I do feel like NGS also gets a lot of unfair criticism. Well, we might have got it. It felt like it was quite late, but we'll see if it synced up properly. It took a while, I guess, to do twins. But I can hear people attacking, so I don't think it worked properly on some people at least. You open the chat to see what the people did. It didn't work. Fair enough. NGS to me could be literally any other JRPG, or is that too harsh? No, I think you're bang on. It kind of feels like if you took things like the name Dark Falls out of the game and removed the Phantasy Star name from it, I think if you looked at it, it could be any generic MMO, honestly. But again, I'm not saying it's a bad game. I do feel like it is a pretty fun game. And some of the updates I've done to it recently have actually been really good. I will say, actually, on the subject of that, the new update that's just happened for it is actually really good. They've completely overhauled one of the regions to make it a bit more bearable to actually run through. So they completely changed the actual map for one of the regions. And then they've made it so it's actually a good farming area, which makes it does make it feel a bit more like a Phantasy Star in that you're farming through mobs. The thing is, though, it's whether it's sustainable, because quite often with NGS they'll do this and then a few weeks later something else will get added that'll then make the previous thing irrelevant. So we'll see what happens. I think every game gets a lot of unfair criticism, to be fair. People enjoy being negative unless it's an absolute pile of trash. But hey, at least NGS isn't Concord. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, NGS is certainly getting a lot more players than Concord did. Which isn't hard, to be fair. That's what I like about Warframe. Everything is worth doing except PvP. I would also say maybe not that Rocket League-esque football game as well. Was it Lunaro, I think it was called? Never again. I asked if you wanted to play Lunaro and you said yes. Yeah, because it sounded like Go Ball from PSO, so I was into it. I was willing to try it. But yeah, never again. That is the only PvP? Okay. You would have jumped into the MMO PSO, just have other MMOs you spend way too much time on and can't do another. Yeah, that is the downside, isn't it, of MMOs. I think if you're already invested in one, it's really hard to pick up multiple. Oh, there is an actual PvP mode as well. I mean, it makes sense, doesn't it, really, I suppose? PSO is an MMORPG. Yeah, it's... Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, PSO is definitely not an MMO. And I'm even not really sure if you class NGS as an MMO, honestly. I'm really not sure. I think Sega count it as one, but I don't know if I would. Yeah, I think it's just an unfortunate thing about how I think it's endemic with like social media and just how the industry is at the minute in general. I think it's just become fashionable to dunk on things, unfortunately. Now, don't get me wrong, sometimes that is completely warranted, you know, like things like Concord, you know. I don't blame anyone for dunking on that. I think sometimes people just dunk on things for the sake of doing it. Just realised that I'm talking to chat while spamming text with the Psycho wand, which is probably not great for my continued survival. You forgot bringers. Ah, no worries. We should be good. Oh, free tri-fluid. We take those. Yeah, I'll probably do some NGS content at some point as well. I've decided with NGS that although I'm an NGS creator, I'll do NGS videos when I feel like it's worth covering. So I used to do videos for NGS pretty much every week, but I think with how the game is, I find it a lot easier now to just do an NGS video maybe once, even if it's like once a month or twice a month. So I can cover the important things with the game. Because to be honest as well, there are so many NGS creators now that if I don't cover something, someone else will. So just do an NGS video when it's fun to do them, no point making it work. Exactly, yeah. That's honestly why I cut down on NGS videos originally, because I was finding that I was really struggling to think of ideas for videos for it. Especially when, you know, a little while back when there was a lot less to do in the game. I feel like it has improved a lot recently. But there was a period where it was a struggle with NGS, and it was really hard to actually think of things to cover in videos. A problem will occur when you feel like doing something you like has become work. Exactly. I never want this channel to feel like work either, and to be fair, it doesn't at the moment. You know, I enjoy doing, you know, 2 videos a week. I enjoy doing the 2 streams a week, and that for me is enough for the time being. I think if I was doing more than that, I would be worried about burning myself out. Well, that gut had no chill whatsoever. Oh, I'm so dead. Skyly's NGS fashion of the week. The thing is, even things like that are covered. Why is this Gerta so strong? Feels like it's murking the whole party. Plus you get to chill with the boys, exactly. You died because you were typing. It happens to us all. You left your demons at home. See, in the context of PSO, that makes sense. If that wasn't in PSO, that'd be such a weird sentence to say, wouldn't it? Oh, I left my demons at home today. Also, I just want to say on the subject of the videos, the video I recorded, well, the one that's gone live today for PSO, goddamn, I forgot how annoying the barrier maze is in 9.6. I absolutely despise that quest. I didn't realise how bad it was until I actually had to do it. PD. Take those. We've only up to Montague, so you don't know what comes next. Yeah, so I think the quest where you meet Montague, where you set up the stuff for Claire's deal, I think that's 9-5. Yeah, 9-6. Basically, there's a huge maze in the middle of it with laser fences, switches, warps, and time switches. And it's awful. I did that quest before watching the video and PSO World and just gave up. Yeah, I would say that if anyone is up to that quest, just I've put a link in the description on it for a guide on PSO World for the maze. Just use it. It's so annoying to do it without. I think you're running around about an hour. It's a nightmare. Oh, you found me in Purple Ring Mist. Oh yeah, 'cause that's one of the ingredients for the photon filter, isn't it? Thing is, can you farm multiple purple rings on one character though, or do you have to? Would you have to do it on separate characters? I'm assuming you'd have to do it on separate characters. Would it be a quest reward? I'll let you know soon. You're at Nintendo 64 PB. You put a massive message up and it's been lost. Was it like a message limit thing on Twitch or something? Okay, so we've got a chance of Galatine. That's good. Yeah, I had a feeling I was going to get blindsided by the boss. Who says growth must be quick? Pick at least a handful of channels, have a sudden blow, they release a group of good videos, then they post a video of them in a dark room saying how they're in a bad place, need to take a break and lose all momentum. You stick to your rhythm. Yeah, for me, I'm more than happy to just stick with 2 videos a week. I know a lot of channels, even like some DNGS creators, will do daily videos. I was straight up, I can't do that. Even if it was PSO videos, there is no way I could keep consistent PSO videos going every day. It's just not feasible. I like the way I have it at the moment, where I have a good balance between, you know, the streams, but also have a balance of, you know, my own personal life as well. That's a good point. I do also have a full-time actual job as well. I have no idea what this guy's weak to. I'm going to assume that because Drax is spamming ice, that it's maybe ice. We'll go with that. Yeah, I get what you mean, LJP. I never wanted to feel like it's a job doing this. You know, like Minsk said, I have a job already, so I don't need to feel like I have another one. And for me, it's never been about doing this for, you know, to make money or anything from it. It's always been just about getting people into Phantasy Star. That was the initial thing behind the channel. You can have a D-band as well. Downside of reading Twitch chat while fighting a boss, you don't even notice when someone's buffs run out. Oh, there it is. That was the attempted rester. Not that it matters because the boss is about to die anyway. Until I haven't played PSO for a bit, can you? Oh, to be fair, I do that basically every stream anyway. Hugh, do you have time to talk about our Lord and Savior PSO? Yeah, I think from my point of view, I think sometimes I do worry a bit about the channel because obviously when you're a YouTuber, you've got access to things like your YouTube analytics. You can keep a track of how your channel's doing. So because it updates month to month, it almost makes you think like you need to constantly keep improving. And whenever you see a dip in figures, you start to worry a bit and thinking, oh, am I doing something wrong? Which is why I do have that stream suggestions bit on the Discord as well, because I like to know when you guys are enjoying things I'm doing, but also I like to know if you're not feeling something that I'm doing on the channel. I mean, I do feel at the moment like I think I am sort of getting towards the end of growth I can get just from PSO. I've definitely noticed a slowdown for sure. No 70-hit Galatine. I do have a 40-hit Hell Laser. Does anyone need a 40-hit Hell Laser? It's 30-hit untacked, but... no idea why I picked that up. Lots of YouTubers talk about the danger of the hamster wheel. I think it is very easy to get sort of stuck in a cycle, for sure. Only time you need to worry about the channel is if you want it to be a full-time job, or it was. Otherwise, you take it as it comes. At least that'll be your mindset. Yeah, and that's the advantage I've got. Obviously, I have a full-time job that is very secure. So having the extra, you know, having the viewership and everything from the channel is really, really nice. It's great that I can do these streams and talk to you guys, and I know that when I stream, it will actually show up, which is really, really nice as a smaller YouTuber, honestly. Well, YouTuber and Twitch streamer as well. Full-time job is very secure, isn't it, in the NHS? It is, but it's in an area of the NHS that should be secure. And to be fair, I have worked in the NHS for about nearly 14 years. But yeah, I know what you mean. I guess what I mean by secure is at least it's a permanent job, not a temporary. So I'm glad you don't work in CAP as my last job went bust. I'm just glad you found something else, dude, honestly. Trying to read some of the text in PSO hurts my eyes, especially the congratulations, you're the hero. Yeah, PSO text is a bit rough to read. I can sort of understand it, like, so that text at the top here, if you can see my mouse cursor at all, I know that says shopping district. You can kind of make it out. I know that says check room, but some of it is near impossible to read. I get you. Keep being tempted to stream, but don't know if you can be entertaining. You still love it, Skylight Storeroom. Yeah, the thing is, I set it up thinking it was a really witty name for the Discord, and then I went on the game and noticed, oh, it's not Storeroom, it's Check Room. You would think after playing PSO for 20 years I would know that, but apparently not. Skylight's covered. Keeps all his regrets, viewers, in that. I can't believe Vector's Raymar is 173. That's crazy. Gonna have dinner. Oh no, Roosdrack. Skylight Storeroom but not Hunter's Guild. I think I went with Storeroom because it was sort of alliterative with Skylight, but then it turns out that it's not even called the Storeroom in the game anyway. We are the monsters in his closet. Now sub 4 million to level. Oh, nice. It will take a lot longer now because the event's ended, but I'm sure we can work through it. Yeah, honestly, just the fact that people actually show up to the streams and comment on the videos is more than I could ask for, really, because I've mentioned this before, but I have streamed a few years back, and when you do a few years of streams, and I think it was about 1 to 2 years of streams I did, and get no one watching, it's kind of hard to keep going, honestly. So yeah, just having the fact that you guys actually do leave comments on the videos and, you know, and turn up to the streams is fantastic for me, honestly. $334 experience per kill. Yeah, it takes a while when you're at 4 million to level. Sorry, I forgot to comment on PSP video. You do not need to apologize for not commenting on a video. So I stop work at 12 most days. I feel I've got an advantage, and then if I did stream, I can basically stream 6 hours a day. Just don't know if you can entertain anyone. That's honestly the hardest thing with starting a stream. Obviously, if you have no viewers, it's keeping a stream going when you've got no viewers. It feels really, really weird talking to yourself on stream. But you need to talk to yourself because if someone does come in, you don't just want to be sat there in front of your camera going. Because it's just not entertaining at all. So it is really difficult. As for being entertaining, I find that sort of talking to people, it does become a lot easier as you stream more. If you go back and watch one of my first streams, you can probably tell on that I'm a lot more nervous. Surely someone wants to have 6 hours of Diablo gameplay in the background somewhere in the world. I mean, apparently people watch PSO, so I guess so. Step 1, lure Skylight's viewers to your stream. Step 2, profit. Yeah, just siphon off all my viewers. Change your style a bit to match weapons. No more big purple chungus. First Twitch sub on my channel gets a mod jingles keys. You just bribe people to mod for you. Alright, so we've got 7 people. I know Drax said he's going to get some dinner, so we potentially got 6. So we could do 2 rooms of 3. Oh, it's good to see someone else has actually done the info board. I think everyone forgets about the info board in PSO. So Smith, Sky beat you to me. Step 3, do cat videos. I mean, yeah, I suppose if you do cat videos, that's like easy views. Just stream yourself watching cat videos for 6 hours. Vector was your first choice anyway. Ooh. So, Chungus, are you after anything in particular on PSO at the minute? Just something to figure out what the next games are going to be. You're going to rise above that. You do, right? You resubbed at the start of the stream, but no notification. Let's have a look. Check my activity feed and see if it shows up. For some reason, it hasn't showed up yet. Thank you for refollowing it and killing it. That did show up on the activity feed straight away. It was a Prime sub, so maybe that's why. Oh, thanks very much for the Prime sub. I have no idea, honestly, why that's not showing up. Prime subs normally do. Thank you for refollowing again, Vector. Just give you something to do between other games. You'll do anything. Ah, cool. Well, we've done a lot of episode 4 so far, so maybe we'll do something in episode 1 or 2 to mix it up. What about if we do Respective tomorrow? You move back to episode 3. Seabed. I mean, I'm always down to do a seabed run. I mean, we could just do a Phantasmal World 3 run if you want to do seabed. Hi, Vectroid. So I'm just saying what a good idea for what a good ID for Seabed would be. I know Red Re is not too bad. Obviously, Bluefull is the Psycho Wand ID, but I think some of the drops are decent there. I don't know what else is there outside of Psycho Wand. Does someone invite my brother to the team? Yeah, no worries. Yeah, if they drop by, I think we've got space. Yeah, we have plenty of space, so yeah, by all means. Just get them to come here and I'll invite them. Just let me know their character name as well, if you can. Azamba and Yunchang as well, okay. We have 8,000 points. I don't think we have that much left to unlock, honestly. So we could increase the member limit to 70, which seemed really pointless because we've only got about 18, 19 people anyway at the minute, so it seems really pointless. I could give myself a weapon. Seems really selfish. Use Commander Blade. Do you want me to get the Commander Blade? Because I'll get it if you want me to get it, but... They might buff it to do more damage for people. You can log on your real mouth for a Bluefill ID. Yeah, well, I mean, we can do Bluefill Seabed for one of the games. Yellow RT is fun as well, or blue. Commander Blade and Union stuff for lols. I mean, yeah, I mean, do you guys want me to get the Commander Blade? There really isn't much else to get, honestly. I really don't see the point in unlocking the 70 member limit yet because we're so far off it. Do it. Okay, I've had a couple of people tell me to get the Commander Blade now. Might as well get some cool swag sword. Fine, I'll get it. Right, does that just go in my inventory or does it go in my stash? Who knows? I'm assuming it maybe goes to stash. It's a bank. Yeah, I didn't read. He's cool all of a sudden. And I guess I'll also unlock... I hate how buying privileges is so close to dissolve team. That's scary. I guess I can unlock the Union Field and Union Guard. Okay, so are these... I'm guessing these must be 100 points per Union Field and Union Guard. I'm assuming. Because I've bought one, but it's still there. Invite Eraserhead. Yeah, I've sent the invite. Welcome to the team, dude. Need a cape like the guy from episode 4. Yeah, the swag cape. You'll host a game then. Yeah, I'm just going to unlock a Union Guard as well. Or Union Field, whichever one I didn't get. Yeah, it's been placed in bank, so yeah, so it is 100 per. Okay. I'll look a few of those then. Buy them for wheel challenges. Oh, no worries, dude, yeah. Check if it displays a file or team symbol. Oh, now you're talking. So I'm enjoying this game. So we'll probably have enough for one more game if people want to set another game up. I like how I walk in and there's immediately a 50 hit Gungnir on the floor. Is that a shop Gungnir? I'm just thinking because it has 5% air beast. I know you guys can't see it on stream, but I've got like an item reader behind where my camera is. 50 hit fire Gungnir. Oof. Anyone read the Diablo books? Enjoy the lore from the game, so wonder if the books are good. I didn't even know there was Diablo books, honestly. It doesn't surprise me, but I didn't actually know they were a thing. Right, where's my swag stuff? Well, I can't even use it on my phony well. Apparently its design is indicative of high status. Apparently. Wow, Union Field is garbage. I suppose it's very low level though, so... But the important thing is the Union Guard. If worn, it shows the team's emblem. Oh. We need to check this. Donate some heavenly powers. What? Get the melee phony well going again. Who can use the weapon? So the commander blade is literally just for me. Only the team master can use it. I'm trying to think, is that even enough? Hold on. Oh, my Huniwell could use it easily, yeah. So any of my characters can use it. Yeah, I'm way off using it on my Funuel. Tell you what then. And switch over to my Huniwell if you want to see it. The guard has the filer icon. Yeah, I'm transferring the guard over as well. I will probably use the Union Guard on my Funuel, but I'll switch over to my Huniwell just to show it off. So I make sure I have actually sent it. Yes, I have. Right, I'll be back in a second then. By the power of Fowler. Yeah, actually, people on the Discord probably know this already, but on episode 3, because I'm playing the Plus mod, I can get cards that weren't actually in the original game. And I got a Photon Blast card, and of course the first Photon Blast card that I got was Fowler. All is right with the world if I'm getting Fowler as my first one. NGS special stream if they bring back Fowler. If all in one. I mean, I do kind of like how they do the Photon Blast and NGS where it's kind of tied to your weapon type. But I do miss the old PSO Photon Blast as well. I guess PSO 2 is kind of similar to the old PSO ones. Okay. I'm using the Commander Blade. I'm not going to use it for the whole quest because I will slow everyone down using it because it's a saber. So are we all good with doing Phantasmal World 3? Guess we'll never find out. I'm going to assume that's where it is. Or did you load something else? You made it RT, that's fine. No, that's cool. I don't mind doing that. I've done it again. I swear every RT run I try running through that wrong dot. Hey, Commander Blade looks kind of cool actually. Well, sort of. It's a bit like a rapier. At least it's actually a unique design. What about the special is? What about the guard? I mean, that's the important thing, isn't it? Oh, that is majestic. Look at that. I'll try and zoom it in so you can see. Perfection. Actually looks really cool, actually. And having the Filer badge on it is just... I mean, you can't get better. So can I please have a Union Guard skin for Red Ring? Yeah, exactly, yeah. And Deathskull Commander Blade. Yeah, I actually really think this looks really cool. Union Guard but red or purple. That'd be really cool if you could recolor the Union Guard, yeah. I'm actually not sure what the special is. It's showing up as if it's like sacrificial one, but I genuinely can't tell. I have loads of money with me, so it's not a charge, but it doesn't seem to be Berserker Spirit either. Maybe it doesn't do anything. Special is Trap Vision. Really? The special is Trap Vision. The special attack reveals traps around the player in a radius roughly equal to that of handgun range. I can't see that being incredibly useful. Is there any traps here? I mean, can you imagine just walking around a map doing this constantly just to see if there's any traps? It's also supposed to give 20 ATA to party members, but it doesn't work. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. But hey, it looks cool. Would be OP. Kind of. I mean, 20 ATA at the party is really, really good, but it's at the expense of me having to use this weapon. Is there any traps? I don't think there's any traps. It's just such a weird thing. Like, who thought of giving it trap vision as a special? Do I actually do any damage with the special at all? I mean, it's safe for fun, you will, but I mean, it requires like 502 attack power to use, so you have to almost cap your attack power to use it. Can we see traps? I don't know. Oh, there's the traps in here. Oh, I think Chungus got rid of them, actually. Oh, no worries. You never need to open the chat menu again to avoid traps, so it'll be another 20 ATA to Galatine. It would, so you'd have a 60 hit Galatine. There's more traps in here. Oh yeah, it does, yeah. Does it show those traps for you guys then, or is it just for me? You can't see it. So then I would have to switch to a gun. Take the traps out. Who thought that was a good idea? Robot eyes. I found more traps. That is such a weird special. You know, if it revealed traps to the rest of your party as well, I could kind of see a very niche use for it, because then other people could take the traps out for you, but Commander Blade, perfect for cast. Yeah, I'll just like walk around the entire map doing this to try and reveal all the traps. I mean, I'm glad they at least made an effort and made it a unique looking weapon. And at least it's different. And it's, you know, it's kind of interesting. But it also does feel like, why is this a thing? It's useless on androids, it is truly an anti-android saber, as opposed to an anti-android rifle. Team commanders don't need to fight, though, that's a lackey's job. That's the thing, though. You say that, but I can reveal the traps, but then I'm the only one that can see them, so then I have to get rid of them. So I'm having to do the work. Tell Ephinea to make a skin already, I want it. I mean, it is cool that there is sort of team-specific stuff, but I still don't think it was implemented that well. It is really cool with the Union Guard that it shows your team badge on the actual shield itself. That is cool. There's no traps, guys. You're safe. Got to wear the Union Guard for the law video. I'll try and remember to wear it for the next one. Right, I'm going in. It's probably the longest RT run ever because I will contribute almost nothing. You just renamed your RuneScape character to I can Del Depth. Oh, got a dual layer shell. I think I might be wrong, but I think is the dual layer shield, is that part of the ingredients for From the Depths? I do have a Sting shield, but it's a really bad one, I think. Look at that commander look. It's the Fowler. The Fowler badge on the shield is a free 25% RDR. But it would take forever to go for a quest waiting for the commander to do this. Is there any traps? Use the guard on the law video and instead of reading Hunter Taker, read Commander Taker. Yeah, that would imply they're part of the Fowler fam though. Although I suppose, yeah, if they're addressing me as a team commander, technically. To be honest, I'm used to getting called commander at the minute anyway because of how much I've been playing episode 3. And that's what your character's called in episode 3. Thing called Commander gives you XCOM flashbacks. I did play XCOM a long time ago. I think it was at XCOM Enemy Unknown, I think it was. I had a reasonably okay time with it. I think I did finish the main story. I made a campaign of it. I thought it was alright. It actually plays, I know I've mentioned Front Mission before, but it plays very similar to Front Mission. Could take the Legion tactic and call her take a commander. Ever play Phantasy Tactics? No, I was trying to think if I had there. I've played, I think it was Crystal Chronicles I've played, but I've never played the tactics games, I don't think. Unless Crystal Chronicles was a tactics game, I honestly can't remember. And even then, it was a long time ago around a friend's house, so I only played a little bit of it. You know, I know there are a lot of games that are very similar to how XCOM plays, where it's like grid-based, with like percentage chances to hit things. That's basically how Front Mission plays. That's Commander Taker to you, Principal Tyrell. I got power cut. Light and the internet. Yeah, it seems okay around here at the minute. I know you live not too far away, so we'll see how it goes here. So far, things are okay. This does the GameCube one. I think that's more RTS. Yeah, I think it was on GameCube. Like, again, it was one of my friends that had it, so I never actually had it myself. Only low power devices that are cutting off PC still on. That's weird. Hearing this tune makes you sad now. The studio where we're going to try and record a metal cover went out of business. And we can't even get a copy of our progress because the old owners just vanished. Oh, it sucks. Did you put a lot of work into making the cover? Okay, I'm going to attempt to... There's traps. There's a trap. I've got it, don't worry. See, I didn't get that one because... I'm just going to run down the entire beach. Right, there are traps, guys. There are traps. There are traps. There's more traps. This is such a weird weapon. Well, you guys are aware that there's traps. You're roughly 35 to 40% through it. Oh, it sucks. I'm sorry to hear that. Is there anywhere else that you're able to record it? I know it's probably difficult with it. I'm guessing you require like a studio environment for it. Again, I know nothing about music creation, so... Maybe if the special cast had a level 15 SD, we would have a Humor team commander meta. Yeah, poor Humors. Again, it's like you can play one totally fine, like they are fine, but it does feel like they are unfairly done to in PSO. Thanks for the trap vision. I'll put that to good use. I'm checking. I'm checking. There's traps, guys. Above these boxes, there's traps. Start from scratch is bollock. We spent about 2 months doing the drums manually. Oh, yeah, it sucks when you put that much work into it as well. Right, I think the traps are cleared. I want no complaints if you walk into one. Because while I am the team commander, I am also a Huniwell, which means I am also blind. How long is it till we get the new player experience on Clementine? Hopefully soon. 48 Untech Striker, thanks game. Melee Force when? What weapon for Raycast is cheapest to go for early game with 50 hit that are good? Generally, I would just recommend buying, if you're looking for 50 hit ones, I would just go for something like a charge laser and a charge arms. You could probably get them for about 1 PD from people, if not less. They're super, super cheap to get, and they will do you for the majority of the game, honestly. Later on, obviously, you can go for things like a frozen shooter. Is that a hotel nice vacation spot? If you want to go there and take a break there, feel free. But yeah, I would probably go with probably a charge arms initially. Ow. Is it better to just buy? Yeah, I would probably just buy one from another player, honestly, because they won't appear in your shop until, I think it's about level 151, around there. And even then, it's like a low chance of them showing up. So I would honestly probably just buy one from another player. You can also go for things like frozen shooter. However, if you want a 50 hit one, a 50 hit frozen shooter will cost you a fortune. And the funny thing is, I've literally just found a frozen shooter from home. Where is it? There it is. Got a frost laser here with 50 hit. So there you go. There's your budget frozen shooter. Hotel sealed J sword. Every night is Twilight Night. When I say that's a budget frozen shooter, please don't use one of those as a frozen shooter. I've just got to check something, guys. There's no traps. LCLJ, so you can enter, but you can never leave. It's like the slightly less successful version of Hotel California. There's no traps. There is, however, invisible robots, which might be more dangerous. Yeah, honestly, I do like this weapon. I'm not going to use it much because obviously it is not anywhere near optimal, because it's a saber that hits one target and doesn't have a good special. But it looks cool. And not many people will be able to use it, because I think only Team Masters can use it. Lots of power cuts around Skeleton Saltburn Broughton, so I wonder if it's affecting here. Just worried it's my PC causing it somehow. I mean, if it's just in the region in general, maybe it's just a problem with the power grid around there. Burning Striker 40 hit. You must make this a challenge for a later stream. Commander Union Barrier, and you have to use auto words to announce trap clears on every room. What spread needle is it that you use for instant kills? So the instant kill spread needle that Vector's using is the S-rank needle from challenge mode. So your regular spread needle will do a paralysis special, but for the ones that do demons or hell, they're all from challenge mode. You can also buy them from other players if you want to. But yeah, the S-rank needle is really, really good, because it has, all S-ranks have unreduced specials. So if you put something like hell on a needle, you can insta-kill AoE spawns. Are they expensive? I can't remember the exact pricing now. You generally pay like a base rate for the weapon itself and then an extra amount to get the special added. So it's, yeah, 80 PD, so 80 PDs. I'm assuming that's for the special as well. PDs with special, okay. Yeah, I saw your message on the Discord, Drac, about the Ep2 challenge mode. I just didn't have time to reply to it when you posted it. I am probably down for doing Ep2 challenge mode probably any time over the next couple of weeks. Obviously, it's probably easy to do it around a weekend maybe when more people are around. But yeah, I'm happy to do Ep2 challenge mode. I've been meaning to do it for a while, so... And then if we can get 2 more people to do it, that'd be great. Price is fixed for ES weapons pretty much. Yeah, I think it's because there's only ever going to be one way to get them, isn't there? So do it Saturday if we split it in half. I was trying to think if I've got anything on Saturday. I'll get back to you on the Discord. I can't see it being a problem unless you want to do it on stream. I mean, maybe it would be cool to do some of it on stream. But I mean, we're not going to do all of Ep2 challenge mode in one session, realistically. Unless we grind like crazy. I think it's probably better, if we split it into maybe, what, 2 to 3 sessions, I would say, for Ep2. Do one half on stream, one half off. Yeah, I think I'm alright with that. It's 5 stages, 2 stages, one half and 3 in the other. Yeah, I know that Ep2 is, I think it is a lot shorter than Ep1. I barely remember anything about Episode 2 challenge mode though, and for the record, I've never completed it. Even with people that I used to play with quite regularly, we generally got to about Gal Griffin and then struggled to do it. I mean, I wouldn't say Ep2 is short, but it's definitely shorter than Episode 1. You know, if you bear in mind that for Episode 1 S rank, you're talking less than 7 hours. I think for Ep2, I want to say, is it about 5 hours or so, around there? With the Navigator, it's doable. Yeah, I mean, that is a good point. We did play Diablo 2 for 4 hours. Probably up for it if you need one more person. Yeah, sounds good. Don't worry if you've never done challenge mode before, you know, I can sort of explain how it works and everything. See, I've barely got any Photon Blast because I've been using this damn weapon. Could use the Discord voice chat and private stream. I mean, to be fair, I mean, next Saturday is the Discord event. So we could potentially do it for the Discord event. Just a thought. Oh, I lost connection. Oh, it sucks. Earlier start. I mean, I might be able to start a little bit earlier. I am busy earlier in the day, so I can only start a little bit earlier, but I can see what I can do. Take damage on the saw blade. I mean, do you want me to? I mean, I'm not even halfway to my Photon Blast. Might as well. Fair enough. PSO must be one of the only games where you deliberately run into traps for your benefit. Yeah, this is going to take a while. I'm getting like 3 PB. Yeah, also, there is a trap here. Yeah, like Drax said, there's a trap here. I just want to go instead. All right, let me get out the trap then. Noodling the Galgriffin theme. You think you're getting somewhere with it? Oh, cool. I really like the Galgriffin theme. It's always been one of my favorite boss themes in PSO. I will switch from this weapon for Olga Floor because we'll be here all day otherwise. Vector use Echo the Dolphin and not Fowler. I know, disappointing. I feel like we need more Discord voice channels just so people can be playing again together while another group might be chilling. Yeah, I can probably sort that out. I think I've been reluctant to do it because obviously I know people don't tend to use the Discord voice channel very much. I just want to say on that because I don't know if it's because I've been doing the Discord events for the voice chat, but the voice chat on the Discord is not just for the events. You can use it anytime. Please do. What was that? Yeah, dude, we are lonely. Yeah, I know voice chat's not for everyone, but it is there, so if you do want to use it, feel free. You're going to do a few things anyway after that mission. Guys, have a wonderful day. Hope we'll be back soon. Oh, no worries, dude. Thanks for joining as well. Sorry you DC, but at least we got to play a little bit. You want to kill Olga Flow with a Dark Flow special, just to rub it in. Yeah, I saw you and Kilniath in voice chat yesterday. I was a bit busy, so I couldn't really drop in, but I saw you were using it, so... Yeah, like I say, if people want to use it, go ahead. That's what it's there for. But he got toasted. Olga Flow is such a weird fight. You either just delete him immediately or get destroyed by him. There's no in between. Commander Blade PGF, you calling it? Wouldn't it be funny if the sword dropped down and it was a Commander Blade? Well, no PGF for me. Or anyone else, apparently. I got a die, mate. kind of sad. I really like the look of this Union Guard. I really like it. I love dropping the flower and sword in the middle. Just try and convince him to drop it next time. Is that the idea that you drop a flower and sword in the middle and then hope that it mutates into a dark floor so that when you do it next time you get a dark floor? Well, we got a Derol there shell at least. Not from this run, I know, but actually, no, it was from this run, wasn't it? Wait, did Barbara drop a Derol there shell? I didn't actually know Barbara could drop it. I thought it was Derol only. That's so weird that Barbara can drop a body part from a different enemy. I guess, I mean, I kind of get why, because I mean, it is essentially episode 2 Derol, but it is meant to be like a... It's sort of, so it's meant to be like a computer simulation of what Derol could evolve into. Yeah, so it kind of makes sense, I guess. Do you sell insta-kill S-Needle? I don't have one. I haven't done episode 2 challenge mode yet, so I don't have my own yet. I find it odd that Dark Floor lands in a weird angle, like it wasn't even rotating in that direction. Just started playing. How would you get your items on the bottom palette? This seems to be one of the main things that people struggle with Blue Burst, and I think it's because the game just doesn't tell you how to do it. So the way you do it, go into your main menu and go to Customize, just the same way that you would do your palette normally. If you want to do the palette that's at the bottom of the screen, all you do, press on any of these, it doesn't matter which one. Find whatever it is you want to add to the palette at the bottom. So say you want to add, let's say you want to add monomates, for example, to number 1. All you do is you highlight the monomate and you press number 1 on your keyboard. And you can see it puts a little number 1 next to it. If I press it again, it'll disappear. When you do that, then it'll assign it to that bar at the bottom. There is also a reverse bar as well. So if you go to the back palette, which is this one, do the same again. If I then put, say, Gifoy on number 1, it will be on the reverse palette number 1. So yeah, the game really doesn't explain how to do it. But that's how you do it, basically. So you just use the number keys on your keyboard. Well, the numbers across the top of your keyboard. I don't know if number pad works or not. I'm not sure. I don't have a number pad on this keyboard, so I'm not sure. Yeah, the manual for Blue Burst does explain how to do it, but how many people have access to the manual for Blue Burst? Spent way too much time trying to figure it out. I think most people do, honestly, Derek, so yeah, you're not the only one. I've just realised I didn't talk to Natasha again, did I? Yeah, it's on the internet, but I doubt a lot of people would bother looking up a manual for PSO now. I mean, I don't think people looked it up at the time when it was still active. So our time was, we only took a mere 480,067 hours, 53 minutes and 52 seconds. So it's been a pretty long stream, this one. But we still got SS rank, despite taking 480,000 hours. I still don't know why it does that for TTF and RT, but it amuses me every single time. Well, that's probably more than the command ability has ever been used by anyone else. gotta put the manual when you log in, like the system messages. I think that's the only way to get people to look at it. During the stream, I actually died of old age 4,998 times and grew up to mod the stream. Yo, I've been going quite a while. It's been 408,000 hours. Where have you been? Yeah, I don't know, for some reason that quest took a bit longer than usual, like 400,000 hours more than normal. Almost level 20, should I start hard right away? So once you get to 20, obviously you can do hard. What I would probably do is start out with hard episode 1, because areas like Forest are a lot easier. I know we joke on about saying Cease Forest, but the reality is it is the easiest area in the game. I would probably try that and see how you get on. If you do find it a bit difficult still, there's no shame in going back to normal and leveling up a little bit more in normal. But generally, I would say at level 20, you could probably be okay not in hard. But like sort of the early stages of hard. Yeah, that's the other thing as well. Yeah, make sure your mag's leveled, because the boost from your mag will make a massive difference to your character. It depends a lot on how you build is really, you know, if it's your first character and you're just leveling up your mag with your character, then it might take you a little bit longer to feel confident enough in hard, because your mag might not have the stats that will help you enough. When you get to having multiple characters, quite often you'll just like send another character's mag to your new character to help them blast through quickly. But yeah, for your first character, don't be ashamed if you do have to go back to normal for a little bit. Let's finish with the SJS run. Do you really want to do this? I am fine doing it. If you die in challenge mode, you have to start over. So the way it works is if anyone dies without escape dull, you fail that stage. So yeah, you'd have to restart that stage. You don't have to restart right from the beginning of challenge mode. So for example, in episode 1 challenge mode, say if you were doing the stage that is Cave 3 and someone dies, you wouldn't reset back to the beginning, you'd just reset back to Cave 3. But yeah, that's the whole kind of point of challenge mode, is just trying to get through without anyone dying without escape dull. It's just about sort of managing your inventory, trying to sort of make your supplies last, I guess, as well. The cave stages were horrible. Yeah, honestly, I don't know if they were the hardest stages, but for me as a 4-year-old anyway, it was really difficult managing my monofluids during those stages because they're so long. I think in one of them I was actually just mailing at the end because I ran out of everything. So yeah, it is quite difficult sometimes, but the maps don't help as well because the maps can be super confusing. Yeah, you'll do things like if you find gear, you'll pick up gear and then give it to other people who might have more use for it. So it's not like regular gameplay where, if you find, for example, like a HP material, you'll just use it. In challenge mode, if you find a HP material, you'll tend to give it to whoever you think needs it the most, because the drops they're kind of shared among you more. So if you get a HP material, yeah, so if you, say for example, you're doing the ruins stage that has faults in it, you know that you need a certain amount of HP to survive the divine punishment. If you've got a phony whale in your party and they might not have enough health, you might give them the HP materials to get their health above that threshold, just so you know that they'll survive that attack. So there is quite a lot of strategy to it as well. So it is really cool challenge mode, honestly. It is quite stressful sometimes though. Yeah, Derol was really scary. Honestly, I think Derol was the hardest boss in episode 1. The dragon was a joke, as it always is, and I didn't feel like Volop was that hard. Faults just kind of felt like a DPS check just to try and kill it before it really poses a problem. The good thing is you don't fight the final phase of faults in challenge mode, which is great. Yeah, caves is always frustrating, even outside of challenge mode, but in challenge mode you have loads of switch puzzles and stuff as well, which makes it even worse. So yeah, we can do a SGS run then to finish. What quest do you want to do for SGS? Bear in mind, we don't have maximum attack tower anymore. Do get ultimate forest for some reason. Yeah, I'm trying to think. I think most of the episode 1 stages are skinned like the ultimate stages for some reason. Twilight Sure. The one on beach. Yeah, Phantasmal World 1. I don't mind doing that. I'll set a game up for that then, and anyone who wants to join it, feel free. The challenge, it can always be a benefit to have a little planning and forethought. Going in blind can be problematic, not all the time, but it can get that way. Yeah, I mean, for episode 1, I know that Draken had some maps up to help us get through easier. It wouldn't be a stream, would it, without Killing Yath poking fun at my accent at least once. It would not. You should know by now that, you know, where my accent is, the letter T just kind of doesn't really exist much. You know, you've probably noticed that I don't really call the game Phantasy Star Online. I tend to call it Phantasy Star Online. How long did it take you to grind level 200? On this character, honestly, not very long, but that's because there was an anniversary event on that gave stupid amounts of experience. I have done level 200 before normally, though, and that took... I want to say it was a few hundred hours on and off. It's kind of hard to say, though, exactly, because a lot of time PSO is spent idling in the lobbies and talking to people as well, so... But yeah, it is a grind, though, to get to level 200 normally. Yeah, hopefully we can get some cookie drops on Halloween so we can do some of the cookie quests. There was an update as soon as you left the game. I will just check that and just see, just make sure it's nothing that affects us just before we start. Again, start instead of start. Yeah, they haven't posted anything yet on the Discord. Fantasy Start Online. Right, well, I guess we can go. If we get kicked because of an update, then we get kicked. Time for SGS. SGS drops then the server closes. So yeah, we've got to jungle first. Tend to just clear jungle out first and then do seaside after. Oh, that's a good point, actually. Yeah, the shields change colour. Well noticed, yeah. It is, isn't it? It changes colour based on the colour of your player gem. So it is now red. That's really cool. Because it was definitely green in the last one. Purple gem 1. I mean, I guess blue would be the closest to Skyly, if you want to go that route, but... Team style points. I mean, I'm sticking with it at this point. I will go back to using red ring at some point, but... Yeah, it would be really nice if they did a red ring skin that looks like Union Guard. Because there is no real reason to use this. What's the level requirement for it? It is only level 50 to use, so I guess you could use it on your low levels. But yeah, I mean, you can see the stat difference between this and the red ring is ridiculous. It's nowhere near. Also, I don't have 100 luck with this, because my material plan is based around using red ring. But it does look cool. What I may do is I may use this on one of my low-level characters. Oh, we've got a Dragon Slayer. Union Guard max stat plan. Honestly, wouldn't surprise me if it's near impossible, because Huniwell is very, very difficult to max. Even the stat plan that I'm using only maxes her... I know you can't see this because of my camera, but even with the red ring, it would only max her attack power, her ATA, and her luck. Huniwell is near impossible to max out. Did you get a bit greedy with Berserk? Yeah, the Marilia one. Hi, Passion Flame. You drew 3 shields in your first hand, redrew and got no items. You got no sync? Yeah, I'm pretty sure I have none either. Yeah. My Mac has virtually no sync and virtually no IQ. I have tried leveling the sync, but every time I level it, I get killed again and lose it all. So I've just given up now. Age on Maximum Monsters, hasn't Eleanor taught you anything? I'm sorry, Eleanor. Be happy I fed it. Dragon Slayer was the first rare I saw. It dropped from the dragon first time brother played hard on the Dreamcast. Someone used a PvP exploit to steal it from him. Yeah, that sucks. I mean, from what I've heard about Dreamcast, I didn't play it myself at the time, but from what I've heard, that sounds pretty average experience for Dreamcast. Good news is, if you play something like Blue Burst or even GameCube and Xbox, Dragon Slayer is quite a common weapon once you get to Ultimate, so it is fairly easy to get another one. I don't know how hard it was to get on Dreamcast. Gonna call it a night, but thanks for stream as always. Have a good rest of the run. Cheers, Kilniath. Yeah, I'll be streaming again on Wednesday. Like I said, probably Diablo 4, I think. I will buy it after the stream. Yeah, thanks for dropping by, dude. Yeah, I think, isn't this the quest where... I can't remember now. Is this the quest where America spawns in here? Or is that a different one? Can't remember. Could be wrong. That was far, far too close. Basically unheard of it for drop on hard dragon. Never found another despite getting to very hard on both Dreamcast and Xbox. It depends a lot on your section ID as well, so if you, particularly on GameCube and Xbox and Blue Burst, if you roll Skyly, you will get a lot of Dragon Slayers, but some IDs won't get many of them. You mean I can be on stream again? Yeah, if you've got Diablo 4. I don't really know a whole lot about the game, but if it's crossplay and you've got it, by all means. It will be my very first time playing it, so I will be incredibly... I'll be, incredibly lacking in knowledge for it. Which, there's nothing new for these streams, to be fair. Do you have Diablo 4? You're in level 9. To be fair, I'll be level 1, so... It's fine, new season will start anywhere. Would the new season start in time for the Wednesday stream, or...? Oh, it's in 2 days. Oh, cool. Or a day. Fair enough. So... Because I don't really know anything about Diablo 4 Vector, is it worth me making a... Is the season thing, is that like ladder? Is that the same thing? It's like ladder. Yeah, just have to let me know if it's worth making a ladder character. With any first time playing a game, the joys and the journey. Well, for sure, yeah. I kind of wish I could play PSO again for the first time and like experience that again for the first time. Dreamcast was exploited a lot. It's the Wikipedia example of cryptographic replay attacks. You didn't need to break the encryption to insert events like monster killed or player hurt. You just had to record the message of when it happened and send it back some other time. Yeah, I mean, I can see why Dreamcast would have been a buggy mess because, you know, it was an incredibly ambitious game at the time. You know, they were trying something that was essentially brand new, you know, an online console RPG. So I'm not surprised that it was quite buggy. But I suppose we do have to thank Dreamcast for a lot, you know, because without that we wouldn't have this. This looks awesome. Yeah, I really like episode 2. I mean, the Mirror Carol was always going to get someone. It is a really dirty spawn, this actually, because what it does is it spawns the Mirror Carol and puts a load of geese in the same place, so when you try to attack the Mirror Carol, you get blocked by the geese. Is it like Diablo 3 where a season character will become a normal character when the season ends? I'm not sure. I would assume so. I mean, I think that's now normally how they work, isn't it? You've been sniping hard with Megget. You got triple kills with one Megget. Just turn your brain off for a day to relive your first time with PSO. So technically we would all be level 1 during your stream. And that sounds great because I'll be level 1 anyway. Art style is great, loads of little details. Yeah, I think PSO's art style is really unique. That there's not much that really looks like it. And yeah, it is quite dated now, but it is, it is a very unique art style for sure. And I've always said that I feel like it's quite a charming art style, even looking back at it now. Would you have to start a new character? I'm going to assume that if it's for a new season and you want to make a seasonal character, I'm guessing you probably have to. Don't quote me on that though. I know nothing really about Diablo 4. I'm just guessing if it's a ladder, then you probably have to. A nice blend of sci-fi and fantasy. Yeah, for sure. I think that's what makes it, I'm not going to say unique necessarily, because there are other sci-fi games, but you tend to find that a lot of RPGs are focused more around sort of high fantasy rather than a more sci-fi look, so it is kind of refreshing, and especially for the time as well. I guess it will, then at least I can join you guys. I mean, I suppose as well, after the season ends, you can apparently you can transfer your character over to regular play anywhere. Yeah, you keep your items in normal play after the season ends. PSOBB is easily one of the simplest games to jump into enjoy. I think for low level, it is a very, very simple game to get into. I mean, I said this on the podcast I was on fairly recently, but I do feel that PSO did a terrible job of tutorializing things. For a new player, it really doesn't tell you much. outside of the battle training quest that you do with Kirik, where it teaches you a little bit about some basics of the game, it really doesn't tell you much. So for someone coming into PSO for the first time, I could see that being a potential barrier for them, but honestly, if you just stick with it and you figure out the basics, I think it's the kind of game you can just get lost in. Off to play some PUBG with the guys. Oh, no worries, miss. Thanks for joining. Yeah, good to see you. Any traps, Commander? I'll check. Well, it's not picking up the traps unless... So I can see some of these... traps on the ground. I can see some of them are stealth, but some of them are actually visible. I don't know if that's the same for you. Or whether they're all stealth for you. That trap I could see, but that was not a trap in the area. That was one of you dropping a trap. You can see some. Okay, so in that case, no, I can't see any. New tutorial threw you off for a bit. I think it's just because of the age of the game. I think older games I find generally don't tutorialize as well. You can see Trap's blade is working. I think there may be another reason why that's working, but if you want to give me the credit for letting me see the traps, that's fine. No traps, thank you, Command. No worries. This sword nullifies the cast roll. Yeah, the slight issue is that I basically have to run down the entire beach going... Like, nope, there's no traps. Nope, there's no traps. There's no traps. Still no traps. There's a trap. There's a trap. There we go. The water still looks good. Yeah, I've always said, and I think most people tend to agree with this, is that this area in particular is probably one of the nicest looking parts of PSO. Just because I'm using this commander blade doesn't mean you have to run into all the other traps. I can only see the floating traps, not those ones. Find the blade was worth it for the stream lols. Apparently, yeah. God knows it's not any good for anything else. Well, I mean, to be fair, though... Thanks, Gigu. It is actually quite strong. Its attack power actually isn't bad. I know my attack power keeps changing, that's because I'm using the Sweetheart armor. But 2,540 attack compared to, what? 2,740 with the Black King bar, fully ground. It's not too bad, that really. I mean, it's still not good. But... Oh yeah, this is a weird quest, isn't it? Where for some reason you run this way on the beach. Guys, I don't want to alarm you, but I see a trap. Saved. Great bit to start off your new humour. It would be funny though having a humour for the sole purpose of just getting to see traps. Your shots don't have any effect. Every PSB2 character ever. It does feel that way. Obviously, if you've been watching my PSB2 playthrough, I'm playing through as a ranger, and it feels like every single enemy that shows up is resistant to bullets. In the SNES, Genesis RPG era, Phantasy Star 4 and Final Fantasy 4 and 5, starting low tech but having technologically advanced ancient civilizations led me to believe that that's just what you did in an RPG. There's no traps, guys. We're safe. Let's check down here. Make sure there's no traps because, you know, God forbid there's any traps. There's no traps. PSO style, if I were to break it down, is a mix of Japanese Star Wars, Gunpla model kits for sci-fi, and old fantasy RPGs. It's funny you mentioned Gunpla because I collect Gunpla as well. It's all going wrong this. So we've got a Hunuel disarming the traps. We've got Casts asking for fluids. It's all gone wrong. It's a bizarro world PSO this. Yeah, I feel PSO took a lot of what was popular about the sort of traditional JRPGs and used that as kind of a core, I guess, to build the online off. Oh. Do we know them? Or is that just someone else on our block? I don't immediately recognize the name. Yeah, I really thought we got something there because it was our block and everything. Bizarre, you're using the Mazer Beam. Is Mazer Beam one of the worst weapons in the game, do we think? I think Victor Axe is up there. You know, despite the obvious sort of joke weapons. Funny stat too, people are thriving due to a supercomputer. Computer goes wild and you probably must investigate. What's the other axe for Berserk? The Laconium axe. That is really, really strong, but again, only hits one target. It at least has Berserk, I guess. It's like Galatine for cast. Kind of feel like PSO standardized the generic sci-fi looking away, one of the first to look the way it does. Yeah, I mean, there is probably other games that do look similar. I can't think of any off the top of my head, but there probably is others. You would use that axe, to be honest, it looks cool. I'm not a huge fan of how Laconium axe looks, honestly. Just like Twin Chakram. Yeah, Twin Chakram is just a weird looking weapon. Maybe because we don't have axes much in this game. Yeah, I suppose axes were more of a PSU thing, weren't they? Thanks for the stream, guys. Good luck. Oh, no worries, Blank. Nice to see you as well. We did get Heart of Twin Chakram recently, so if you want to make one of your weapons look like a Twin Chakram, now you can. Yeah, I really like axes in PSU. On the Sega server, I mainly used a 40 fighter, so I used axes quite a lot. Why have I defaulted to going back to this Commander Blade, really? Dragon Slayer, of course it is. Like in PSO, one of the axes is a Soul Banish. Yeah, there is some weird stuff like that where instead of making it a spear, they made it an axe. Which I guess the PSU sort of makes sense because the way that spears work in PSU, you stab more with them rather than slash with them, and it would look really odd stabbing with a soul banish because it's like a scythe. So I kind of get why they did it, I guess. Who's going to get the S-Rank J Cutter from challenge mode? Probably not me because I've already got an S-Rank Slicer. I think I think all of us who did it last time got a Slicer from it. You know, probably should be using that S-Rank Slicer here. But, you know, as usual, I forget it every single time we do episode 2. You're going for an S-Rank Scythe. Yeah, I think S-Rank Scythe is totally usable. I will probably go the predictable route and go with an S-Rank Needle, just because I need one for my Raymal anyway. Probably go with the Hell Needle, just because Hell Needle seems obscenely broken. You would rather remove 2 of your low vertebrae, heal your spine back, and yeah, than use anything twin chakram related. Really not a fan of it then, huh? You like how different the explanation for cast is between series. PSO de facto gives AI emotions. PSU boxy ones have a dull face under there. PSO2 full body cyborg prosthetics for the frail. It is interesting how they interpret it in each game, yeah. I did think about something with the PSO story recently, though, from doing this lore playthrough. Was that a Gigu PD? Of course it was. Yeah, I thought something weird about the PSO story. So, I think it was the last episode before the one that I uploaded today, Montague mentions that from the de facto they develop things like mags, and then he says that they then develop Newmans and casts. And I was with that until I thought, wait, Montague is a Newman. So how did they develop Newmans if he is one? Maybe there's something I'm not understanding, but it just struck me as something that was a bit weird. Does the S-Rank Scythe still have the passive health drain? I don't think so. It's essentially just a scythe that looks like Soul Eater, but you can put whatever special you want on it. Because science. Dark Meteor get, is that on episode 3 or on this? Because I think you got a parasitic gene flow as well, didn't you? I'm guessing it's on ep 3. You thought that was weird about Montague as well? He literally invented himself. Oh yeah, make sure you get your coins from Noel as well if you haven't already. Oh, you got an ep 3? Oh, it's an SS rank. Oh, nice. I think I recently got Miracle, which was an S rank, which I'm not sure if it's any good. It's a guard creature that has 21 health, but it costs 7 to bring on, and it only has 3 AP. I think it instant kills things that are paralyzed, but it can't actually paralyze things itself, so it's very weird to use. Apparently I've got like half of Raggle in my inventory. Maybe Montague modified himself, maybe. Was de facto discovered on Ragol? I think the implication, is that the de facto is just inherently linked to the D-cell creatures, as far as I'm aware. But I'm not 100% sure. De facto was first seen on Coral by the same kind as Meteor in episode 4. That's a good point, actually. So it does mention in the story that the Meteor that hit Raggle is very similar to one that hit Coral before. So it could potentially be from there. We don't know sort of time frames for that Meteor, but it could be the Meteor from Coral could be the first instance of it. Well, Commander Blade, it was fun using you for now. We'll bust you out again next stream. False monsters are decellular, not defactor. The defactor is kind of inherently linked to false, though. So the D cells are the cells that... I think that, from what I remember, I think the D cells are the cells that can cause the defactor virus, or the defactor virus is linked to those cells. It's one of those things where it doesn't really explain the exact specifics of it. Why in PS0 the Newmans came from space on Coral's moon? Yeah, I think for PS0 I only know a little bit about it. I know, isn't there something called the Great Blank or something in PS0? And I believe that whatever causes that spares the Newmans or something, from what I have read. I think only the Newmans are protected from that for some reason. But MR4 on Warframe, still haven't done New War because you're working on Necromech. Anyway, I think for today, we'll probably end the stream there for today. So again, really good just to get back to PSO again. Next weekend's stream, I'm not sure which Phantasy style we'll play. It kind of depends on what happens with Clementine, honestly, on PSU. If the new player experience gets added, then I'll do PSU. If it doesn't, which I don't think it will, because I think it's going to be after the event. Yeah, we could do C mode. So I mean, if we start in C mode next Saturday on the Discord event, we could potentially do the other half on stream. So that is an option. For the Wednesday stream, I think for this week it's going to be probably Diablo 4. After that, we'll again just vary up the Wednesday stream for different games. But yeah, as usual, if you enjoyed the stream, please consider liking, subscribing, or joining as a member on YouTube. You can follow or subscribe on Twitch. You can follow me on Twitter at SectionSkyly. And again, as LJP has just dropped on the chat there, we do have a Discord that you can join as well. So feel free to join us over there. Yeah, hopefully PSP2 video will go live tomorrow for members on YouTube and Wednesday for everyone else. And hopefully see you guys on the Wednesday stream. So whatever you're doing, have a good week, and I'll see you on Wednesday. See you guys.